Bill Nolte, the amazing Bill
Hi,
Nolte, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, friend?
I am great. It's so great to see you and hear you and have a little R&R with you.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I'm Lloyd, and at the Ogunquit Playhouse now, largely thanks to you, Bill. Thank you,
Oh, thanks.
putting pieces together.
That's so great to have you up there, and they're so lucky to have you. And I'm glad to have you on the East Coast.
When I mention Bill Nolte, boy, do I hear about the people who love you.
Really?
You must have felt that a lot when you were here.
Well, I've been there a few times,
Yeah.
I've been there. The first time I came was in 1983, 82, 83, and I met my husband there.
Shut up. Tell that
No,
story.
it was when John Lane was here, and my
Oh,
husband Kevin painted scenery. Daryl,
really?
Daryl was the designer, and Daryl designed there for many years. I mean, everyone will know Daryl. And Kevin became friends with Daryl, and Charlie Davison
Oh,
was the stage manager that everyone loved, and Charlie was like Kevin's second father.
yeah.
And so I went there, and Kevin was painting scenery, and Annie was the last show. And so they didn't need anybody to paint scenery because there's no more shows, but they lost a prop person. So they said, would you like to stay and do props for 2 weeks while Annie is here? And he thought, well, should I go back to New York or should I stay here in Ogunquit and run props? So
Yeah.
he chose that, and that's where we met backstage. And we went to a place called Clay Hill Farms. I don't know if it's even still there, but
Hmm.
it's a fabulous restaurant. And we each showed each other he showed me his portfolio of his set designs. And at the time I'm a painter as well. I'm a watercolor artist. And I had just done this huge paint on silk project that was like 30 feet wide by 10 feet tall on Shantung silk. And I showed him those pictures. And that's when we started our relationship
Wow.
30 like, 6 years ago.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I also came back to the Playhouse again
Oh,
a couple times. I
yeah.
started in Annie with Bob Fitch directing and Bob Fitch playing Rooster.
Oh,
And then I came back in Joseph as Jacob, and in the producers as Franz Liebkind. That was before Joseph.
okay.
And yeah, so I've been back there 3 times. So Ogunquit feels like home to me, and I
Right.
love it there.
Well, Brad Kenny told me to tell you that he misses you and that you're a very talented painter. He walked
He's a
his
painter.
laptop
He's
over.
a painter too.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what I understand. I haven't seen any of them yet. I just started,
Does
but
he have
he
my?
walked the
Did you see my?
laptop over to show me your painting on the wall hanging in his office. It was
He
amazing.
has it hanging. Oh,
Yes,
that's so
yes, right
fabulous.
there,
Oh,
unprompted.
oh, that's great. I love Brad, and I love that day that I went out and painted plein air, the beach there in Ogunquit, and I think I captured it. So I'm thrilled that he still has it.
Yeah, really, really nice. So, what are you? So, other than painting, what are you working on? I mean,
Um, well, we
I know
work in the
this
yard.
has hit everybody pretty hard.
Our yard has never been so tended, and I'm kind of a demon with a blower. And I've got one of these blowers,
Yeah,
and I go out at
at
least
5 in the morning.
really, yeah, at least twice a day. I run through a whole cycle on my battery of my blower. But I'm able to get leaves and find bulbs that are trying to get up and clean out beds. And so we're working in the yard. We do a senior workout, 15 minutes every day together.
No.
And I've been doing that about 5 days now. And I feel a lot different. I feel much better physically, although my shoulder is hurting me from working in the yard. We also meditate with Oprah and Deepak. We do a meditation every day with them.
They just stop by with you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They have a free meditation that it is wonderful. You can go to their site,
Yeah.
Chopra something meditation, and we do that every day. It's like a half an hour meditation, and that's lovely. What else do we do? I just went into the city, and I'm going to maybe start learning how to play the blues harmonica. Uh,
Shut your face.
yeah, I
Really?
bought that book
That's
about 15 years ago. And so I thought, well, why don't you learn now? So I'm going
yeah.
to try. I also have a tuba downstairs.
No
Um,
way.
Yeah, I bought a tuba. I played tuba in high school, and I want to start an oompa band so bad, but
Oh,
I can't find anybody or find the music. So I've had a tuba for 12 years, and that
somebody told my parents before I wanted to take piano lessons. Somebody told my parents he should learn accordion first. So I had to take accordion lessons from my godfather, who would basically get me started and then would fall asleep. God bless
oh,
his.
I love that. I love the accordion. I wish I would have played the accordion.
It's a lot. It was, I was so little, Bill. It sat on my legs, and I took it during the summertime, and my chin would sit right on top of it. So when I would pull the bellows like this open, if I was wearing shorts in the summertime, when I would play songs, it would be like, "Lady of Spain, I adore." Ow, 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 ow. Because it would pinch my
Ah,
legs.
I love it.
I know everything's kind of on hold right now, but what gigs do you have on the horizon coming up?
Well, it's funny. I just finished doing two new musicals. I did Ballroom and what
Is
was
that
the
the
other
full name of
thing?
it?
Ballroom. Yeah, it was based on a 1979 Michael Bennett musical,
Okay.
and we did it up in Palm Springs. And then I did another one. Like I'll think of it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I was the future. I was going to start working on a new nightclub act with Mark Waldrop, who's a friend of mine. Moved to New York with Mark, and he's directed all 5 of my acts that I've done. And we were going to start working on that with our friend Pam Drews Phillips, who's a jazz pianist, and she lives in Palm Springs, and we're going to do it in Palm Springs. And then this all came up, so it's kind of on hold, but
Yeah.
that's still in the back of my mind to keep working on some special material. No, Mark writes a lot of specialty lyrics for me,
Right.
and I've got 5 different nightclub acts to choose material from. So I've got an opener from this act and a closer from this act, and an 11 o'clock number from this act. And I wish I was singing more. I wish I had a pianist that I
Yeah.
could, Zoom with.
Right.
Could you
Right.
imagine? Can you
Yeah.
Zoom with a pianist? I bet you could.
Absolutely, you can. And
The
we know
sound is a little weird because we tried to sing a big choral number in Zoom. We tried to sing it, and it was just no, stop. And so the sound is impossible to kind of coordinate all these things together. Zoom's got to work on that.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it. I'm seeing all these like the
Oh,
military academy choirs all singing, and they all sound beautiful. I'm like, that sounds like it's recorded, but God
it
bless
is. It
Good
is.
for you.
They've got someone doing it. Maybe with the visual, but some editing. But
Well,
what else am I doing? I'm trying to be a presence on Facebook and
right.
support my friends and keep a sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I've just sold 3 paintings, so that's been nice. For my website, someone came to my website and bought a group of 3 of my landscapes. So
What's your website, Bill, so people can go visit it?
it's just billnolte.com, and
Okay.
there's
BILLNOLTE.
yeah, and one site there's a whole gallery of all the different characters I've played, and then there's a thing of my paintings, and it's got some paintings for sale and some paintings that aren't for sale, and someone and I've got a bunch that aren't even on the website,
Yeah.
especially male nude watercolors.
Oh.
I painted forever down at the Leslie Loman Gallery in Soho. Every Wednesday night we would paint, and so I've got like over 400 male nudes that I thought I could maybe sell in Palm Springs, but I didn't take them out there with me. So anyway, I'm
Where do you keep all of this stuff?
down in my basement here. I was gonna be down in the basement, but then I didn't get it all pulled together before.
It must look like the warehouse at the end of Indiana Jones down there.
It's not too bad. I've just got like a work corner that's got all my paintings stacked up
Right.
and my materials stacked up and an easel with my
Right.
current thing that I'm working
That's
on
awesome.
and yeah.
Well, Bill, I wanted to check in. I wanted to let people know at the Ogunquit Playhouse that you were doing well, and I love you, and I'm so delighted to see you, and I
Oh,
want to thank
thanks.
you.
It's so nice to hear from you, and I love Ogunquit. And stay safe, everyone, and stay strong. And we'll get through this, and hopefully we'll have other summers at the Playhouse together.
Yes, absolutely. I will see you soon, friend. Take good care.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay.